my name is Allan Visitacion. That's my nickname. And that's it, Allan Visitacion. Okay. My current occupation is I'm a broadcast journalist. I have a radio program and a teleradio program as well every Saturday at Sky Cable Channel 224. Also on YouTube and Digibox and 810 AM. Well, basically, I'm a professional public relation specialist. I'm a relationship builder. I'm a storyteller. I'm a brand ambassador, marketing communication specialist. So I've been in the industry for about 25 years. We've been building communication, building bridges, bridging gap between people, products, and messages also. My daughter, about 4 years ago, graduated from the university and is now successfully pursuing her career in the hospitality industry. And by this school year as well, I have a son who is also coming in to your school as a new enrollee and as a new student as well. On behalf of my daughter, who is an alumnus of SISFU, her name is Erico Luis Yulo Visitacion. We'd like to say thank you for everything that the university has shared to us. Being in SISFU is a shared vision, and it's a shared mission in excellence. And what makes things so beautiful about the school is it's in its vision, it gives you an entrepreneurial spirit. And that only means one thing: never, never give up on your career. Pursue. And my son, his name is J. Christian Yulo Visitacion as well, who have courageously followed the footsteps of her sister. I wish him luck, and I wish him the best of everything. Just like I said, SISFU gives you and encourages you and molds you and molds you and blends you to have a different kind of perspective, so different from the others, that is of a global perspective. That's why my daughter, after graduating from SISFU, worked, pursued her career to different continents. One of them is Australia and America, and now all these things that she had learned, that she has embraced, primarily because of this perspective that has honed her, that has crafted her and her mind on what we call a global perspective. The only way to be competitive right now is to have that kind of perspective. And the best place, and the best community that has taught and molded a community to that kind of perspective is SISFU. So that made her life, her journey more adaptable to her kind of culture. SISFU gave her a different kind of perspective, prepared her for this global encounter in what I could say a global competitiveness. Having my son enrolled in SISFU is a decision crafted in heaven. How do I say? I think he is really destined to be in that school. However, I'd like to say this: the tradition of SISFU and the university itself would really guide him. I'm very confident would guide him step by step in achieving that kind of perspective that her sister has learned. And I am confident because that tradition could be coined in one word: knowing SISFU, that tradition is only one word, and that is excellence. That tradition is built not only as part of the person and as a student, it has empowered the student in terms of excellence in a way he or she would like to. Because I've seen it to all the classmates of my daughter, and I've seen them, the way they have become successful men and women of this generation. Back, humbly, I would say that she is a product of academic scholarship, and right now, with that academic scholarship, also she's carrying the name of the school and the brand of the school also in that industry. Yes. I think it's in the DNA. It's also in the, I'd say that following her sister's footsteps. You have a very, very impactful brand ambassador, I would say, because we belong into a community where hospitality is a core value. We belong to a community where hospitality is a core value, and I've learned of the school from people who graduated your university, and I find them very, very interesting people, and I find them good people to be with. And I've said to myself, why not look into the culture and the community of these people, where they came from, and what molded them to be one like that. So I got interested. I got very, very interested on the products of your school as well. And then, of course, I have to mention as well your aggressive marketing trust also in the advertising. I have to acknowledge that as well. I live in the community, I live in Paranaque, and you've realized and noticed as well your advertising campaign is very, very strong. In choosing a school, as you got to put it on a parent perspective. Looking in that perspective, when you find a school, you look into the mission and the vision of the school, and you look for that niche and that strategic fit where you could see the character of your son or daughter, how it would blend to the mission of the school and its vision, because that's the only way to do it. Because when you get into school, it's not only education that you build, you also build culture, and you build a breed of people, a community of people. And I got very, very impressed with the vision of the school. And I said to myself, this is what I'm looking for. And so I introduced that to my daughter, and my daughter said, I think I like what this school is saying. So basically, that's how it was that captured my imagination, that I chose Southfield Foreign University because of its mission. So in your school, in your community, indeed it was all about the students. It's all about real people, making real stories for themselves and for their life, their career. So I said, I'd like my daughter to be in that kind of principle, in that kind of vision, and basically now I realize that it's the vision of Southfield International School Foreign University is not only an individual vision, but it is a shared vision. If everyone would just look into the vision of the school, you'd see and you'd realize that for the longest time, it has proven to be right, and it's proven to be true. No regrets. Amazing. I would say the experience is amazing. It's truly an amazing. From a parent perspective and looking from above, you could see my daughter, when she was in the university, you could see her professors, her teachers mentoring her. Even the dean, and I'd like to say hi to the dean who mentored her so well, and I'd say, when as a student and as a professor and as a dean has mentored her so well. And it's life in the industry is like how would I say, a table setting. It's how you set your life until the future comes in the room and sits beside the table. It's really like that. But that is only figuratively saying things, But I'd like to say that my daughter, when she was there, I could see how the teachers mentored to her, mentoring her in a different kind of perspective. And Southville International School Foreign University has pulled her in that perspective of a global perspective. And that's what I am very appreciative of the school. You have empowered the student not only to come up with their own perspective, but with a global perspective. And I would say they could have not done that without the stewardship and the mentoring of the faculty. And that is while they were students. And there's more. And as soon as they finished their schooling and they went abroad, the mentor has transformed. From mentoring, they became life coach. They were there coaching my daughter. They were there communicating with my daughter, telling them, guiding them step by step. And that is the kind of pathway my son saw to my daughter and to the school. And when you choose a career, especially right now in the midst of pandemic and this transition in the new world order, what you're gonna do is to find something, a path that where there is less risk to take, but more on the probability of being successful than risking your career in your life. And so I think that we owe that to the university. We owe that to SISFU for guiding our children, my daughter, and to the next generation to come. So that's how it was. Global perspective at its best. Okay, to my counterpart who are listening right now, please take this as a polite and a humble opinion. I invite you to look into, most especially this coming April 17th. We will have the school, the university, whom I owe a lot, will be having an open door. Education is a lifetime investment. And if you'd like to invest not only your dreams as parent to your son or your daughter, the school is just right there, a step away. SISFU is a very beautiful community, and when you'd like to invest something in school, you just don't look at the diploma alone. You look at the culture, the community, you look at the people, and SISFU as a university and as a community and as a culture and as a breed and as a brand, I'd say I made the right choice. I made the right investment. Not only not for myself, but for the future of my daughter and my son who's coming in student also in SISFU. I encourage you to introduce a global perspective to your children for the future leaders of our country. And SISFU is the right choice and the right door to knock on. May I add also, what we've realized that we found in your school is a home. Knowledge and education is a home wherever you go. It makes you feel at home because it has equipped you. It has empowered you. And if to my counterpart parents, if you're looking for a school that is student-centered, that it doesn't think anything less about anything, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they always think about the student and how the student would be 10 years from now. And I guess, how would I say? Oh my gosh, that's a galactic future waiting for them. I'd like you to join me in this pathway of this journey in education. Join the League of Successful Students and Grateful Parents as well. That's all about it. Thank you very much for this opportunity.